Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it's still dark. Our screens right here are glowing right now because it is early in the morning here in Arica, 5 or 6:51 a.m. in the morning here on a Sunday morning for the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge. Manny V here with Alex Leon. Alex Leon, we do have bigger waves today. That's a huge plus.
Yeah. It looks like it's picked up a foot or two from yesterday, so it's a big, it's a big jump for the boys. Hopefully, looking at the wind yesterday and everything, it was a bit of a shame yesterday. It came on shore, so
We do have a cloud cover today, and which calls for a little bit more mellow on the wind's side, but we need some coffee.
yeah, we need some coffee.
I think those. What was that food we had? Pinchados, or I think pinchados. It's just a big plate of just little bits of chicken, hot dog, sausage, all layered on top of a bed of fries. And we had 3 beers, and those 3 beers just killed me.
Yeah,
I think I'm getting too old for this partying thing.
yeah, I think yeah.
Wait a sec. I said we.
uh,
Oh, no, I did.
sorry. Yeah,
Ladies, once again, or ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. And today, what do we have on tap?
yeah. We're starting with round 6, man-on-man heats. We've cut the heat time down to 25 minutes today due to time frame to finish the contest today before this onshore wind comes up around lunchtime. We're going to go straight into round 6, running 4 heats there, straight then to the quarterfinals. 4 heats, they'll all be man on man, then straight into the semis, 2 semis and then a final, and we'll be crowning our champion today. But there we see first heat, Pierre-Louis Costes from France in the red, current world champ, taking on Dallas Singer in the yellow from Australia.
PLC is your current world champion, and he's known for his backflip antics on lefts and rights. And so keep an eye out for him doing some pretty dramatic maneuvers out there in these conditions. Coming up after that heat will be this heat right here is going to be insane. Guilherme Tamega in red, Omri Laverne in yellow.
That's a heat not to miss. That's going to be the most competitive heat you'll probably see in this contest. Those 2 guys, in my eyes, are probably one of them will, pretty much be in the final or go very close to making the final. The way they surf this place is incredible. Then we see another one, Dave Hubbard taking on Andrew Lester.
Andrew Lester, as you know, he is a tube riding master, and it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to fare out here in these long, drawn-out rides with this new west swell direction coming in here at El Gringo. But Dave Hubbard, he has a ton of tricks up his sleeves. He's definitely one to be reckoned with as well. So Dave Hubbard, Andrew Lester coming up in heat number 3.
Yeah, there's a lot more right-handers today too with this west swell that's kicked in. There aren't too many left-handers today, so it's going to throw it out a little.
The last heat of round number 6, we're going to see Jake Stone versus Ben Player.
The 2 Aussies. The old dog and the young dog going for it.
I don't know if Ben would like if you called him an old dog.
Yeah, well, one of them's going to end up on the ceramics, aren't they?
Well, once again, thank you all for tuning in. Coming up is round number 6, and on your screen is round number 4. This is the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge. Alex Leon and myself, Manny V, wide awake here. Well, almost wide awake. A coffee would help, but
Yeah.
indeed. And if you guys are tuning in from all over the world, we know it's really early for some of you and really late for others. And we thank you for tuning in. From day one, there's been a lot of familiar names that have been going down on our Google Plus profile. And it's still up and rocking right now. I do have a round 6 shout outs. Where you at? Mitch, Adam, and Jazz all tuning in from Australia. And I think there's more people out there tuning in. But if you haven't gone on to our Google Plus profile page, that's where we're going to give the shout out. So little interaction going on with our viewers and us here in the competitors area. So we're going to run the final day of the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge, presented by BSC all day today, starting off with round number 6, going into the quarters, semis, and finals. And it's going to be there's contestable waves. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's not ideal, Gringo. It's not ideal, Arica Chile, but it's contestable. It's 3 to 4 foot. We might see some bigger sets later today. The swell has changed, though, so now we're looking at more right-handers, which the majority of this contest has been just on the left. But we're going to see a lot more right-handers today, and they're longer waves, they're longer rides too.
It's going to be interesting to see because I don't think we've seen a West Swell here during the event last year, and just had a little taste of it earlier in the early rounds. But today you can obviously tell that it's going to be a lot of right-hand waves coming in today.
Yeah, for sure. So we're only minutes away from getting this contest started. The final day of the 2012 Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge.
We've had a ton of action from day number 1 of the live webcast and from the very start of the trials. And shout out to Brahim Idosh from Morocco, who won the trials a few days ago and put on a good show into the main event, but unfortunately got knocked out in the early rounds. And this was the first time that we did a live broadcast so deep into the trials rounds, and I think a lot of people were stoked on that, but unfortunately it kind of dipped into the main event days where we had days to play with. But you know what, lesson learned, and everybody will take note.
That's right.
Look at that right-hander on your screen. So shout out to everybody who has been turning in from day number 1. And the sponsors, the sporting sponsors as well. As you can see right behind us, the title sponsors Stealth along with BSC. Without these two guys, things would be a little different. But they're the ones stepped up and making it happen here for the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. Conditions.
Well, here's a bigger set coming through now. And yeah, favourable right-hander there. So this is going to be a pretty interesting event because, it's especially guys like Amori, Galami, Jeff, they've all been just training on the left-hander the whole time, and, they haven't been getting too many right-handers. We haven't seen many right-handers ridden in the event.
But at the same time, I think Tomate was telling us that the West Swell, if it comes in at the right angle, could shape up to a quick inside barrel and then a ramp at the end of the left. So
which would be right on the reef.
Which would be right on the rocks, and that's going to be pretty dangerous. As you can see right there, getting ready to head out into the first heat is the rider in red, who will be Pierre-Louis Costes. He's going to go head-to-head with Dallas Singer. This is an elimination round. Only one of these guys will advance on into the quarterfinals and meet up with Mitch Rollins, who's waiting patiently in the quarterfinals heat number 1. Also in the quarterfinals, standing by, waiting for the winners of these heats in round number 6, Jeff Hubbard, Dave Winchester, and Mike Stewart.
Yep. And this is why we call it a Grand Slam, your world's best bodyboarders. And there's 4 of them waiting patiently.
It's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be. This is pretty much the weeding out who's going to be advancing on to the quarterfinals. I'm taking a look right here on our Google Plus profile. Cortland Morrison, he is tuning in once again. Roger, good morning. And
morning, Roger.
We have a ton of people. I'll go run through it really quick. Zanella, Bailey, Gordy, Jake, Liam. And a lot of these names are starting to look familiar, so we thank you guys for tuning in every single day of the live broadcast. We know a lot
Karen
of guys.
Clay.
Karen
What's
Clay.
up, Karen?
Cade Wood. And people were getting girlfriends and boyfriends were getting upset at their partner for tuning in for 3 hours every morning, but or every night, wherever you are. And we thank you for tuning in. And we can't, we can't give you enough thanks because you guys are the ones that are making it happen. Woo!
I've got to thank Seamus too for doing those highlight clips. They're insane. Incredible editing from Seamus.
Seamus has been putting them down, putting them out very consistently and pretty solid. PLC waiting patiently in the channel, making his way out to the lineup. Yeah. Dean Evans has been there from day number 1. Rui, Finn, Armando from Holland. Again, Mick. Again, Mick's been there from day 1, I think.
Yep.
Mick is the man behind
BSC.
BSC. Thank you very much for everything you do. Hugo, Sean, Joel. Oh, man. The list keeps going on. Joao, Omar, Cortland, Doc.